Welcome. We are outside of the Glass Curtain Gallery, which is one of the student-centered spaces run by DEPS of Columbia College, Chicago. My name is Sarah Faust, and I am the curator of this exhibition, Not My Type, Typefaces on Display, which consists of installations, each featuring a typeface or style of typography, and were designed and produced by graphic design majors. The south window display is a grid design highlighting all of the works from the show. In the north window, you can see the title treatment made of plywood letters and shapes. The title design features the word type set in 4 different typefaces from the exhibition. These originally began as a class project where students were asked to choose any type they wished to highlight in a large-scale type specimen for a gallery space. Once this particular space was determined, the installations were modified and customized to the space. Designers in this exhibition are Kalia Allen, Elsa Brydalski, Gwenyth Bechtel, Bri Elliott, Michelle Lee, John Lovisetto, Omar Ojeda, Jasmine Olayan, Dakota Portell, Genesis Rios, Marco Rodriguez, Rosie Ruiz, Rachel Turner, Joseph Trezek, and Roger Vasquez. Roger Vasquez's installation highlights Lance Wyman's type design and graphic system for the 1968 Olympics in Mexico City. The display tells the story of how Wyman took inspiration from designs from pre-Columbian Mexico as well as op art to develop the typography and modular system encompassing iconography, pattern, and color for Mexico 68. Vasquez used all 4 sides of the gallery column to expand the narrative and include the telling of the student protest which occurred days before the inauguration of the Olympic Games, which was suppressed when the Mexican armed forces opened fire, killing somewhere between 300 and 400 people. One column is a dedication to those students. The entire narrow, tall wall is black and features an image produced after the massacre, a white dove being stabbed by a bayonet. And at the very bottom, as if a tombstone, the type set in the Mexico 68 font reads, Nunca Más, Never Again, October 2nd, 1968. Vasquez said, I believe Mexico is facing dualities constantly, and I wanted to present the tragedy and the celebration as one, but without canceling their separate messages. Next, we have Omar Ojeda's installation featuring the typeface Degular. The typeface designer James Edmondson of Ono Type tells the story of its inspiration, and Ojeda has included it here. Bri Elliott's Redaction features a custom-designed typeface by Forrest Young and Jeremy Mickle, commissioned for the Redaction Project at MoMA PS1 in 2019. The Redaction Project seeks to highlight the abuses in the criminal justice system. Through research of legal documents, Young and Mickle found a spectrum of redaction and also degradation as a result of multiple copying and faxing. They chose to use the typeface Times New Roman as a foundation, but made redaction a unique and bespoke typeface with various manipulations, including the incorporation of negative shapes in the letter forms, as well as an incremental degradation of the characters, resulting in a set of 3 styles with 7 grades of degradation each. By providing a range of grades from subtly analog to nearly illegible, the typeface nods to the transformation and marginalization that many people face in the criminal justice system today, and specifically the role and responsibility of the author of text to be conscious of legibility as a signature of power. Quote from Young and Mickle. Michelle Lee's installation features the type design of Chloe Schaff, an editorial designer, writer, and illustrator. It showcases the New York Times Magazine 2017 health issue, which focuses on animal research and its impacts on the development of human medicine. Schaff customized letter forms to double read as type seen in images and images seen in type. The letter forms are shaped to mimic an animal part while keeping its legible alphabetic form. The installation is interactive in that Lee has built swiveling boxes displaying the animal on one side and the letter form on the other. We now move to Genesis Rios' Keep It Casual, which focuses on how single-stroke hand-lettered signage came to be, in particular the style that has been developed and is seen throughout local Chicagoland grocery stores with bright colors and Gothic-style sans serifs. In Rios' research, she found that single-stroke lettering follows a set of rules and characteristics to achieve the intended look of the human touch. The focal point of the installation are letter forms and strokes which highlight casual and slant casual hand brush lettering. Rios achieved the scale she intended by piecing together 4 separate cut pieces of acrylic and joined them together. To keep the translucency of the acrylic, Rios painted only the backs of the pieces and not the sides so that the light passes through. Here we see the expansion of Keep It Casual to the column, as well as Elliott's redaction column panel. Next, we have Joseph Trezek's design entitled Strength and Type. Trezek chose to feature 2 typefaces, Pilar and Navigo, designed by the Moscow foundry CSTM fonts. Pilar was designed following inspiration from Spanish Civil War propaganda posters from the early 20th century. It has 4 stylistic sets and is available in acrylic. Navigo was originally designed as the typeface for Moscow City District's wayfinding and navigation system, but eventually made its way to be used widely across the world. It comes with 7 weights and is available in acrylic. The digital display features short motion pieces from 3 of the designers who have wall installations on display, with an additional piece by John Lovisetto on the typeface Ginto. Jasmine Olayan's installation Right to Left features typefaces 29LT Ocaso, 29LT Zared Stencil, 29LT Zared Display, and 29LT Zen, designed by Lebanese type designer Pascal Zagbi, as well as Arabic typography with English translations. Zagbi is the founder of 29 Letters, also known as 29LT, is a type designer, graphic designer, and educator. His notable typeface designs include Latin and Arabic alphabets, thus the title Right to Left. Next, we have Rosie Ruiz's installation on Emigre's Susanna Lico's typeface Modula. Due to the extreme verticality of the letter forms, Ruiz chose to showcase individual letter forms on long translucent banners. Viewers can read about Modula and Lico's other typefaces on a plaque made from etched plywood. Kayla Allen chose a much older typeface for the exhibition, Futura, and her subtitle is pulled from a quote by the typeface designer Paul Renner, "Timelessly perfect." What was intriguing to Allen was the fact that Futura seems as relevant today as it did throughout the 20th century. Released in 1927, it was originally designed for the new Frankfurt modernist public housing project in Germany. Although Renner was not associated with the Bauhaus, he shared many of its idioms and believed that a modern typeface should express modern models rather than be a revival of a previous design. Allen chose to include a timeline with interesting facts about Futura, including the fact that the plaque that Neil Armstrong and his crew took to the moon to leave at the site of their first moon landing was set in Futura. Gwenyth Bechtel's design features the typeface Euripides, designed by Tanvi Sharma. Bechtel chose to approach her subject in a fun and lighthearted way, creating pictures like eyes, a vase, and flowers out of the glyphs. Bechtel designed a grid to accommodate different aspects of the type that she wished to feature. Moving to the back of the gallery, we have Dakota Portell's piece, which asks, "What is the point?" The design features Ono typeface Blazeface and plays into the fact that the type designer James Edmondson names the type styles in this font set by point size. Blazeface is a new fat-face display serif. The real title to Portell's design is To Exist in Print. Marco Rodriguez brings another typeface designed by Edmondson of Ono Type into the exhibition. This one is called Ekman Psych. Edmondson says, simply put, it's a psychedelic version of Ekman Schrift by Otto Ekman. Although it seems to be heavily rooted in late 60s and early 70s aesthetics, the roots are from the Art Nouveau movement of the 19th century. Rachel Turner chose to feature a typeface designed and released in 2020 called Talona. Talona is a typeface made by Ethan Natache, an indie typeface designer based out of France. Natasha graduated from the National School of Architecture of Versailles in 2019 and is just beginning his career, which is one thing that piqued Turner's interest in his work. Named after the shape of asymmetric serifs that can feel like heels, it also refers to the explorer Jean Talon, second steward of the New France. Lastly, we enter the projector room, approaching the music we've heard since we entered the gallery. Le Dido by Elsa May Brydalski puts the spotlight on the 200-year-old French typeface, Dido, with motion graphics that bring the letters to life in a jazzy choreography. I would like to thank Meg Dugwood, Director of Exhibitions, and Mark Porter, Senior Exhibitions Coordinator of DEPS, Duncan McKenzie, Chair of Design, the staff at the DPC and Fabrication Facility, JJ McLucky for invaluable help with our installation, and Bri Elliott for the inspiration and assistance with the show, including the exhibition title. Thank you.